Okay, good morning. This is Nick Petro at the National Weather Service in Raleigh with your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. Today's briefing covers the period today through Sunday, through the 22nd of January. So a quick look at the current radar shows a few showers to our north, a little bit of light rain, and of course the good news is temperatures are well above freezing, so well into the 50s, quite warm for otherwise for this time of year. So anyway, no problem winter weather-wise here, and just as you can see, we'll be watching this light rain and showers move across the region. So anyway, we'll get to those details in a minute in terms of when you can expect that rain. So bear with me here for just a second. Let me close this here and get back to the slides. So anyway, what we've got is a frontal system that's moving across basically the Ohio Valley and the mountains and down across eventually across the deep south. That'll be the early week pattern, today's pattern. That front will basically just stall just to our south for the midweek, and then begin to try to lift north, and then eventually moving south and pushing through the area as a more potent low pressure system and frontal system approaches for late in the weekend. So anyway, with that front in the area, we could see off and on rain from time to time. I think the rain that we just saw on radar will be moving south as the day progresses. So later today, the chance for rain will be a little bit better. And again, I think this pattern, what we see on this screen here, this pattern supports kind of an off again, on again type rain chance scenario right through the week. And that system you're looking at for the weekend in the lower right, that's perhaps a better rainmaker than this scattered shower activity we'll be dealing with right through the week. Again, this pattern is a warm pattern, so no winter weather concerns with the pattern you see on this weather pattern you see on this screen. Right now, at least through the next 3 days, the Storm Prediction Center's Day 1, 2, and 3 outlook does not show our area, or in Central North Carolina, it does not show our area in any kind of severe thunderstorm risk at all. I will point out, though, that weather system for later in the weekend will bring a chance for severe storms, severe thunderstorms, mainly to our south. But we'll keep an eye on that, because earlier model runs were suggesting that perhaps we could see a gusty thunderstorm around here come late Sunday into Monday next, again this weekend, later this weekend into early next week. The most recent runs kind of backed off that a little bit. It could head toward that again, the trend, but anyway, and at least in the next 3 days, no severe thunderstorm potential. In terms of rainfall amount, again, the picture here, the takeaway for these slides for today, Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday and Saturday is kind of that light rain off and on. Wednesday, probably see a good part of the day dry, and then as a warm front lifts back north again for the Thursday into Friday time period, we could get back into a little bit of light rain. Each of those days, we're looking at amounts well under an inch. I think the risk for heavier rain, talking more widespread, 1+ inch rainfall amounts, would come in that Sunday and Monday time frame. You see those pinks and those blues that are above the 1 inch category there, covers a large part of the state. So anyway, that will bring its own hazards, come that time period. So anyway, as we look to the following week, next week, this pattern is showing signs of perhaps beginning to change. While this still shows our area with odds favoring above normal temperatures, the pattern's kind of in a transition, if you will, next week. And I think by the end of next week, we will have a more winter-like air mass over us with temperatures that are more winter-like. So anyway, that's something to look forward to, not this weekend, but next weekend. So anyway, that takes us to really the summary and highlights for this week. So the best way to kind of sum it up there, and you can see the graphic there on the bottom kind of depicts this as well, is off and on rain right through this week. But thanks to above normal temperatures, we're not having to deal with any winter weather concerns this week. I will mention watch out for the morning fog each day, you know, with a moist air mass over the region and the long nights. So we'll have to watch out for that. As I kind of alluded to already, a multi-inch rain event is possible later in the weekend into early next week. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. I can't rule out a few thunderstorms come Sunday or Monday. It looks like the best chance for any severe storms Sunday and Monday will be to our south, but again, we'll be monitoring that. And then, as I pointed out, long-range models do suggest a trend back toward wintertime temperatures across central North Carolina beginning around the end of next week. So again, not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend. So anyway, that's the big picture for central North Carolina in this week's weekly briefing.